Hi everyone, I got a message off a fella wanting to me basically make a video on how to make my gold trommel. Well, how I made it. So I'll start from the start. A fella once told me you don't need to spend a lot of money or have anything fancy to find gold. So is what I went and done is basically made this trommel out of seconds. Anything that I could find that I could work with that was second hand, that was cheap, giveaway free, I used. So this is what I've ended up with. And I find a good share out of it. So now is what I originally had was I made an electric trommel, and it was only small. I had a VL Commodore windscreen wiper motor used as the main actual part that turned my trommel, just running off a 12-volt battery, and also had a 12-volt water pump as well. But my problem was, I'd get to the end of the day, or throughout the day, sun would be down using the solar panels, and my trommel would slow down as well as my water pump. So I just went all out, ripped the whole thing apart, and I basically used the frame, the square frame underneath this thing, the wheels, this, my loading area where I shovel all my gravels into, destruction chamber, whatever you'd like to call it. A few things I kept off the other one and just rebuilt it bigger and better and petrol. So I got given some water pipe. So some nice big thick water pipe. So that's what I've done. I just basically drilled a heap of holes using one of these. I originally just drilled normal holes, but the first time I used it, all the rocks and things like that just sort of got stuck in, just like these ones are. And just by flaring the outsides, I've halved that problem by heaps, even more. It's works really good, and also made a few bigger holes just for some bigger pieces to get through if need be. But basically, I just welded up a square frame with some wheels on it just to get the pipe spinning, just so it would sit on there and just roll by itself. And then just sort of went from there and drilled the holes to where I'd like it to be, how sort of wide, somewhere for all the fines to fall down through. And out of this I actually got given an old, like a factory type door that was all stainless steel. So I cut all the stainless steel off the door and took it to my mate, and he tigged it all up for me. So I've got a fair bit of stainless steel on this thing because I don't like stuff to rust out too fast on me. Up inside this pipe, I made just a little ring here that just holds everything back up in there for a little bit longer, and also put some angle iron up in there just to help churn it up like a bit of a washing machine. And also added the sprays, and that's just as simple as cutting or drilling a few holes to the direction that you want it. As mine spins around this way, the rocks seem to always pile up on here on the top side. So after my first one, I actually had to drill a few more holes to get the water spraying up to the side. I got given a big old pulley wheel of some sort of a machine. It was aluminium, and I just basically cut the center out of it, and as you can see, that's how I've mounted it onto the main part of the trommel. I've made a clutch, and it's just as simple as taking the weight, making the trommel spin, releasing it. The weight comes off the bottom pulley down here, and it can spin free. The motor is just a simple eBay little special, basically $150. That's a 36,000 RPM motor, and I ended up having to get a 40:1 ratio gearbox to tame it down for my gearing for the trommel. It took a bit of working out, but just persist with it and you'll get there. I reckon I had about 4 goes until I got the correct ratio that I was happy with. So, and that's, you know, just by simply changing your bottom pulleys on your gearbox to what size, and also depends on what sort of pulley you got running around the top. You can have chain drives. I've seen all different type of ones, but I just went with the belts because it's simple for me. There's 2 of them, always backing me up. If I break a chain, I'm buggered. If I break a belt, well, I've still got one turning over, and I've always got a couple of spare belts. It's pretty simple for me. And basically made a bit of a goat cover just to keep any water, anything splashes off, gravels, just from landing on the gearbox and the motor. Saves it a bit. Up the front, I made the legs adjustable. Of course, you never know what sort of ground you're on, as in height differences and things like that. So you can adjust it up and down. Also, what the sluice box sits on, that's got its own adjuster and stuff like that, so we can go up and down to make sure you got a level flow of water. So same as also on the sluice box. Just made a simple quick release system that just unwinds. So anyway, I'll fire it up quickly for you. I've already put some rocks and whatnot in here so you can sort of see how it's going to work down through there. Helps if I put the choke on. Just the vibration of the trommel running itself. Maybe you can hear me, the vibration of it helps with it work just its way down. But you can imagine what it's like once the water's flowing. Help pushing it down into it. Set up a light a bit earlier so we can have a bit of a look. So all it does is just wash it like a washing machine. Breaks everything, got a bit of clay or something like that. The rocks are dirty, gold sticks inside the cracks and crevices on rocks. Sort of just washes them all, breaks them all up. Might quickly put a pan under here, try and catch some of these rocks. Saves them all going from the sluice. Eventually just work their way out after a good wash and a good clean. The water, the gold always seems to travel with the water, so it'll just drop out in the holes usually. And after a period of time, the more that you shovel through, the more it'll keep pushing through. As those rocks are just sitting there now bouncing around, with more feet coming behind it, the water, they get pushed all through as well. Eventually, they'll come out the side, roll out the front. Well, I hope what you've seen helps you. So if you want to build one, go for it. But to my knowledge, I use this on my mate's gold lease out of a dam. So I'm not pumping into any main streams or pumping out of any main streams, not harming any wildlife or fish or anything like that with silt and all the rest of the crap that goes along with it. So just have fun and enjoy, and hope you get some gold if you build one. Just be careful where you use it. Unless you got your permits and you're all good. Bye.